London. Living in the countryside.
Are you ready to pass the NMC OSCE the first time as efficiently as possible? Then you're in the right place. Here at IELTS Medical, we've seen adult nurses through to a first-time OSCE pass ending last year with 98% first-time pass rate and 100% second. We've also assisted mental health nurses, children's nurses and midwives through their OSCE exams too. Accessible OSCE practice rooms and expert-led courses. Our nurses are not only passing their exams, but they're having fun doing it too. Inquire today about how we can assist you too.
Rent is a lot cheaper here in the countryside. But who needs to rent when you can actually afford to buy a house? Would you rather live in a small box or have a garden of your own? That's what you can get here in the countryside. I know. But what can you do? You pay for your postcodes, right? London is London, baby. It's more affordable to live here in the countryside than in London. Yes, there might be more shops there, but actually the shops here, like the groceries, big brands and smaller brands, are actually bigger here and have more choices. Thus, it's more value for money because it's cheaper, and then you've got the opportunity to buy more in a single place. Gives you more time as well. So yes, it's better here. Well, all the shops are here, right? It's the city life. So where else would you find everything and all the brands under one place? Now it's my turn. Inside London, you can get by using the tube and the train system, the world famous red buses, and also the other world famous cars, the taxis. Take that. Oh wait, there's more. I even forgot to mention about the airport links in London. There's Heathrow, there's Gatwick, and a host of other airports that's interconnected into London. So basically from London, literally you could go anywhere. Alright, you're mail connected, you've got your tubes and all, but here in the countryside, maybe I really need to learn how to drive and own a car, and maybe most places are, connected by buses, but driving gives me the pleasure of going around the beautiful scenery, which is all natural here in the countryside. Oh, I forgot to mention, if you have to drive into London, you'll have to pay for things like congestion charge, ultra low emission zone, and a lot more other stuff. Parking is more expensive. But wait, I nearly forgot. Driving in London requires a certain skill. You need to know how to dodge left and right, avoid the many vehicles that might come in your way, especially from the big lorries down to the cyclists. You have to be well versed in driving to drive around London. Oh, have you not met our friend Clarice?
There's more to see, more to eat, more to meet. Wow!
There's really nothing much to do in London. There's Big Ben, there's the London Eye, there's the Westminster Parliament, there's St. Paul's, there's the Westminster Cathedral, there's parks, there's museums, there's also restaurants. It can be English, British, French, German, Chinese, Japanese. I get it. Yes, you can see almost everything in London. But remember, I can drive. And so I could do a lot more things that is more akin to nature. Like camping, glamping, jogging, running, walking, fishing, and a whole lot more. There are more castles also, I forgot to mention, around the countryside than London. And trees, mountains, hills, roads. What else? And the River Thames is not the only river in the UK. You know that, right? Yes, I know. In London, there's a lot more job opportunities. But there's a lot more competition in London. And career progression is more readily available. Inside London, there's a lot more opportunities for nurses. We talk about more NHS hospitals in a per square mile or radius, square mile radius. And also there's a lot more private institutions that you could go to if in case you want to transfer from the NHS to the private sector. Working in the countryside is a lot more laid back. You have less stress, and yes, you can say you have better work-life balance. So in the countryside, cheaper costs of living, like cheaper rent, means I have a lot more disposable income that I could use for something else. Maybe buy a more beautiful car, get a better house, things like that. We have a higher salary in London, but the cost of living is more expensive there. Well, that's why we have the high cost allowance, right? It's called high cost allowance because it costs higher to actually live in London. I get it. Shall we agree to disagree? We in London have a higher salary, but yes, it's a higher cost of living. I'd have to agree in that. Well, I know you have your points, and yes, I respect that. But still, you can't deny living the countryside has its perks as well. In the end, it all depends on what fits you. Finally, something that makes sense. Yes, in the end, it all depends on you. Always remember, Manong
Put your worries to rest when staying in the United Kingdom. Manong knows best.